Hello everyone, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Count Silver, and today we are back with more Corpse Factory. This video is probably going to be extremely late, and I am so sorry for that, but I was ready to play some more, and it's a little late right now, but I don't care. And I'm still, like, a tad bit sick. Not as bad as I was, I think, but still kind of under the weather, but that's okay. Because I don't know how much I'm going to play today, but we'll find out. Continue. So I did find out that this game actually has multiple endings, which is very exciting. So I don't know. I know we can save in certain spots, so hopefully we save in spots so we can go back later and explore those endings. But for now, let's get started because we barely just scratched the surface, I'm sure. When I get home, I can barely contain my nervousness. I'm shaking as I open the door to my apartment. This is a cute little apartment setup. I like this. This nice and bright. Nice little TV. Nice little, like, stand thing here. I like it. By the time I walk through the door, the sun has just started to set behind the backdrop of the city. Even though it's not dark yet, I'm feeling physically and mentally drained. The drama at work this morning, the taunting laugh of Kurosawa, I feel exhausted. Like I just want to crawl into bed and sleep. Despite my dipping energy levels, I can't extinguish the burning question flickering within my mind like a candle flame. How will I know when or if Kurosawa is dead? Will Corpse Girl's website notify me? I'm sure you'll see it on the news. Or something like that. No, of course not. I didn't give any of my personal information to the site. The entire thing was anonymous. You still did it through your phone, though. And it's not like I can visit the store tomorrow and see if she comes into work. I'll be kicked out as soon as I show my face. So what do I do?
That's it.
She's kind of psychotic, but I kind of dig it. I whip my phone out of my purse and open Noise, a social network app that all my coworkers are connected to. Kurosawa, Sachiko, Amino, and I are all in this group chat labeled Work Life. We use the chat to swap shifts with each other and complain about the boss. Just as I was hoping, I haven't been kicked out from the group yet. I swipe through the list of chat members and tap on Kurosawa's profile. Last online, 1 hour ago. Perfect. If I use this app, I can keep an eye on when Kurosawa is active. She only has to be using her phone for Noise to detect that she's online. She doesn't necessarily have to be using Noise itself. That's nice and personal. It's the best way I can think of to monitor if she's still alive or not. It would have to do for now, at least. I wonder why Kurosawa sent me that photo of herself via a regular text message, instead of through Noise. Maybe she thought she could be busted for it if someone got into her Noise profile? Who knows what that girl was thinking. Regardless, I'm thankful that she made such a stupid mistake. What an idiot. I wouldn't have obtained her phone number if she had decided to message me through Noise instead. After all, Noise is strictly an online service. No need for phone numbers. Come to think of it, where did she get my phone number from? Well, no matter. It worked out in the end. I slump down on the couch in front of the TV and keep my phone firmly gripped in one hand, my knuckle whitening. I start to bite the fingernails of my other hand out of anxiety. In an attempt to distract myself, I switch the TV on and stream some stupid reality shows. Distraction hardly works, and I find myself instinctively glancing at my phone every couple of minutes, waiting for any kind of update on Kurosawa's online status. The evening passes slowly. She falls asleep, doesn't she? Saturday morning. Sunlight was already streaming through the curtains. Did you sleep for like 12 hours? Sunlight streams through the open curtains and I startle. Did I fall asleep on the couch? I wipe my mouth with my sleeve, cleaning off a trickle of drool from my chin. That's that good sleep right there. That's how you know you slept for like a good solid 12 hours and you don't even know what universe you're in anymore. My phone is still in one hand, and I quickly check it. I tap the fingerprint smeared screen, but it's not responding. The battery died. I must have fallen asleep and left the screen on all night. I race towards my charger and plug it in, anxiously waiting just enough energy to turn this phone screen back on. After what seems like an eternity, the phone comes to life. I catch a glimpse of the clock as I swipe the lock screen away. 6:34 a.m. I open up noise as quickly as I can and flick through Kurosawa's profile. Huh? This profile is private. You are not connected to this person.
Damn it, she blocked me.
What did you expect to happen? I frantically navigate to the group chat, only to find that I had been kicked out.
Damn it, damn it!
You knew that was gonna happen. That was not a surprise to anybody. I mean, come on now. What can I do now? I've got no way of knowing whether Kurosawa is still alive. I slam my phone down in frustration and it vibrates in retaliation.
Huh? Another text message.
I blink a couple of times. Who would be texting me at this hour? It might be Kurosawa again, trying to rub my face in her victory. Well, if that's the case, at least I would know that she's still alive. I hesitantly pick up my phone again and open the message. There's no text, just a photo attachment. Uh-oh. Emmy. Emmy. You messed up.
What the hell is this?
Someone got your ass first. I nearly dropped my phone in terror. A photo of a dead body, twisted, crumpled, like it had fallen from a great height. A splatter of blood is flecked across the grass. It's hard to make out the details of the person. Dirty blonde hair, familiar clothes, smudged makeup. This dead body. Is it supposed to be me? Oh dang, you got like an hour too. There can be no mistaking it. Without a doubt, this is a picture of my own corpse. I shriek again, unable to process what I'm seeing. I'm so entranced by the battered corpse that it takes me a minute to notice the timestamp in the corner of the photo. It didn't take me long. It's today's date, but something is off. The time says 7:28 a.m. That's about an hour from now. I shiver involuntarily and feel the sickening sensation of bile rising in my throat.
This photo. Is this a prediction of my death?
I mean... yeah.
Am I going to die within the hour?
Then the truth hits me harder than my face hit the ground in this grisly photo. I don't know why you would make that comparison. That's an awful comparison. And another thing is, you were willing to kill somebody so easily. But now that it's on you, and I guess it's because they're like terrible people, but even so, it's on you now. Like you caused some of this as well. When you request a death on Corpse Girl's website, your victim receives a photo of their own corpse before they die. Before they die. I can't take a look at it anymore. I throw my phone to the side and curl up on the floor. Did Corpse Girl send this to me? And how? How did someone get a photo of my corpse? A photo that is seemingly from the future? It's impossible. It has to be a hoax. Some trick, some psycho tormenting me.
That's all it is. Someone is messing with me. Probably Kurosawa.
Yeah, there you go. I get up off the floor and stumble around. I'm kind of lightheaded and unbalanced, and my stomach feels queasy, ready to launch its contents through my throat at any second. I blindly reach around for my phone and finally grasp it with near-frozen fingers. The phone number that sent the photo is an unknown number, but the digits don't match the number that Kurosawa texted me from yesterday. So it's unlikely this came from her. Bizarrely, the phone number is kind of weird. There are more digits than there should be possible. I try to count them, but stumble a few times in confusion. I eventually conclude the number has 18 digits. Way too many. In addition, the phone number seems to repeat digits a lot. Oh. You can see it. I'm not gonna say it all these numbers, but obviously this is an issue. It seems too strange to be real. Is it possible to fake a phone number? Something interesting catches my attention. Even though the caller ID doesn't recognize the... oh god. Even though the caller ID doesn't recognize the number, it has data on the origin of the number. Tokyo, Japan. My very own city. Perhaps the sender of the photo can mask their number, but can't hide their location. Now, why would they be able to do that if they can't do the other? You gotta think here. This gives me an idea, and I decide to get to the bottom of the situation, despite my head throbbing and my stomach pleading to be emptied. I punch the phone number into a search engine along with the keyword Tokyo. One result. The link points to a popular discussion board, Noise Channel. It's an anonymous board where users can talk about almost anything. And no big surprise, it's owned and operated by the very same company behind the Noise app I use on my phone. I tap the link and get taken to a discussion topic from less than a week ago. I quickly read through it. Topic: strange photo from unknown number. Topic: strange photo. Hey, so today I got a strange gore photo from a number I don't have in my contacts. Not sure what the deal is. It was gross though. Wondering if any it's supposed to be hackers can trace the number or something. It's blank 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 blank, but you see it. Seems like Tokyo area. I'm in Osaka. Hey, thanks in advance. The topic has only one reply. One reply: read strange photo from unknown number. You got this too? Was the gore photo a picture of yourself? I'm worried. Received a similar pic from the same number. Thinking about contacting the police. Not sure if I'm overreacting. And that's it. The end of the discussion. Neither poster followed up on the conversation.
Damn it. That's all?
I should give you what you need to know right there. That didn't give me anything to go on, except now I know that at least 2 other people have received bloody photos of themselves. I wonder if these photos were as extreme as the one I received. What happened to those 2 posters? Why didn't they continue the discussion? I feel myself beginning to sweat. My body is going from cold to hot and back again several times a minute. I feel like I have a fever, but I know it's just stress tearing me up. I check the time. It's 6:59 a.m. About half an hour until the time printed on the photo. I take a deep breath and the doorbell buzzes. I freeze in place, unsure whether I should answer the door. In this sketchy apartment building, it's a risk to answer the door on any given day, before even taking into consideration that some psycho just texted me a photo of my own corpse. I tiptoe toward the door on stiff legs and gaze through the peephole. There's no one there. That's not a sigh of relief, I feel like. I feel like that's even more troublesome. I feel like that's really scary. I'm gonna take another sip of water. That was more than a sip, I'm sorry. I breathe a sigh of relief. Maybe I'm just on edge, and the doorbell echoed from someone else's apartment. You're just making up stuff now. You're just scared. Like, I understand. Besides, I don't know of anyone who would visit me unannounced, especially this early in the morning. I slump to the floor, my back sliding down the door as I come to rest on the carpet. My legs splayed out splayed out haphazardly in front of me. I've had enough fear for one day. I have to just believe this whole thing is a hoax. It's probably karma for trying to get revenge on Kurosawa. Yeah, that's it. Karma. The doorbell rings again and I scream in shock, my head slamming back against the door I was resting against. I jump to my feet and ignore the peephole, this time simply swinging the door wide open. Why? Why? What? A gust of chilly morning air sweeps into my apartment and I shut my eyes tightly against the sudden cold. My messy hair tangles in the wind and obscures my vision when I open my eyes. Quickly, I sweep the hair out of my face and look around. There's no one here except a body bag. Sorry. A metal trolley is blocking the walkway in front of my door. A stark white bag, about the size of a human body, rests atop the trolley. My heart begins to race as I immediately recognize what this is. On TV, they always show these trolleys used in morgues to cart dead bodies around. Dead bodies. The vomit that has been trying to escape my body all morning finally finds its way out of my mouth. Jesus Christ. Like, I get that it's scary, but oh my goodness. I retch and heave in the doorway until nothing is left inside my belly except the stinging stomach acid that threatens to burn through its fleshy container. It seems like they use like words to just exaggerate things a little bit too much. Like, you know, in school when they tell you, like, your teacher's like, hey, when you're writing, you need to use big buzzwords to keep people's attention. That's what it feels like I'm reading right now. The stench wafting from the trolley is overwhelming. Like, using the term wafting? Pinching my nostrils closed down does little more than trap the horrific odor inside my own skull, and I gag and splutter involuntarily. My hand reaches forward, as though controlled by some other being other than myself. I can't pull it back, and I can't prevent my fingers from gripping the zipper tag attached to the front of the body bag. I unzip the bag. Oh, sheesh. And there I am, a wretched corpse exposed to the day's first rays of sunlight. I stand there in the doorway as I lay there atop the trolley, simultaneously alive and dead, but more dead than alive in both bodies. Take a quick pause real quick. Okay. This could be good news. That could mean that the dead body that you saw in your photo was not actually you. Maybe it's this body. Maybe. I mean, it would be definitely a better option, even though it's technically you. But it's already a dead body of you. So you should be good, I would assume. It's just my personal opinion, but you know, take that for what you will. The bruising on my face is horrific, and I reach a stiff finger to my own lips, my living lips, tracing the outline of the bruise I see before me. There's no pain where the bruise should be, and I breathe a sigh of relief. For why would there be any pain if I'm already dead? To feel pain would be absurd, and then I would really have to start worrying. I wonder how I died. Did I fall from a great height? Did someone hit me with a car? Or did I collapse from some internal reason? Perhaps from organ failure? Or some undiagnosed sickness? Maybe I didn't die and the corpse in front of me is alive, living and breathing just as I do while standing in front of myself. Maybe this is all a prank I pulled on myself, dying just as a joke, but Jesus, but never really dying. Always living until the point I actually die and it's no longer a prank. You're really grasping for straws here. My head is splitting. I can't think straight. All the thoughts in my mind are jumbled, and meanings behind unspoken skulls. What am I? Skulls? Oh, I read this word. I don't know what I was doing. The meanings behind unspoken words disappearing behind foggy clouds inside my shattered skull. To clear my head, I step around my corpse and stand by the walkway's railing. Why? Why? It seems like a good way to get got. I'm on the 4th floor of the apartment building. There are 2 floors above me, so if I could go higher if I wish, but I'm pretty sure a leap from here will be enough to render my living body identical to that of the corpse on the trolley. At this point in time, there exist 2 versions of Emi Katsuno. One is living and is me, and the other is dead, but is also me. I can choose now to be alive and dead, or be dead and dead, but I cannot choose to be alive and alive. So even if I choose to be alive and dead, I'll still only be half alive. But choosing dead and dead is nice and clean, absolute, an indisputable solid state of existence. Okay, we don't have to get psychological with it. Why, maybe it's just too much to handle. The human brain can't comprehend it. Maybe that's what it is. I grip the cool steel handrail and I lean over the walkway, my hair whipping against my face thanks to the relentless wind. 4 stories below me is a small courtyard, paved with concrete and decorated with the occasional shrub or flower bed. I miss the concrete by about 2 feet. Dirt sprayed up in the air as my nose is crushed under my own body weight. It's gonna be just like the picture because that's where she was when she fell. So the question really remains is, in my mind, right? I'm sorry, I hit my mic. Did she Was she forced to do this? Like, did she just feel compelled? Like she just had no other choice? Or should you just do this because you're like mind broken kind of from it? Or like maybe like maybe she just, I don't know, was just like, this is too much. I'm done. Maybe the fear overtook her. I don't know. So many questions. I think about that photo Kurosawa sent me with her smug smile and her handful of stolen money. Sorry, I sneezed. Another thing is that surprisingly, I think that this type of death would not be surprising for her. Considering what she went through, they'll just write it off, right? Seems like, you know, like if they're going to do it, they did it in a way that would be like, no one would suspect anything. I feel like. My teeth grind into my tongue and sever it, but it doesn't manage to escape my closed mouth. Jesus. My mind wanders and settles on Corpse Girl's website. What was that all about, anyway? As far as I know, nothing happened when I submitted Kurosawa's details. Maybe Kurosawa found the website as well and submitted my details first. I guess Corpse Girl got me. Well played, Kurosawa. I think I can taste blood in my mouth, but it might just be a memory from some other point in my lifetime. I have a feeling I know who it was. A blinking light from a nearby parked car kind of irritates me, and then my vision turns blue or black, and my only concern is how I never truly know what. Pretty sure that was the intro. It was. That was the intro, everybody. It leaves me with a lot of questions. Act 1. Noriko Kurosawa. 3 weeks earlier. Oh, we're going back now? Monday morning, May 25th. Wait, so is this Kurosawa? No, it can't be. I always liked the shape of my eyes. Oh, what the? Oh god, I accidentally clicked off the game. I can be critical about other part of my body, but I'll never complain about my eyes. With or without makeup, I think they look great. Mother used to tell me I inherited her eyes, and my big sister inherited father's eyes. To be honest, I don't see any of father's features in myself or my sister, but I do agree that my eyes are exact replicas of my mother's. Mother doesn't see too well anymore, and that might be something I have to also worry about in the future. But for now, my eyes are perfect, and I couldn't be happier with them. I wear eyeshadow and eyeliner to bring out my best features. Some people tell me I use too much makeup, but I tend to overdo it. And make myself look intimidating. Well, I don't really care. Yeah, that's right. You know, you tell them. Who cares, right? Just do what you want to do. I mostly like the way I look, and honestly, how many people can claim the same? Today's morning ritual is the same as any other workday. I'm a slave to the wage, and I'm not proud of it. The wage slave. Call me a corporate sellout, but I can't survive without money. My alarm goes off at 6 a.m., the shower is running by 6:05, and I'm dry and dressed by 6:15. Sheesh! I skip breakfast because I'm washing my figure, and spend until 6:30 working on my makeup. Dang, she went hard. That's like, what, 10-minute shower? That's crazy. I can't even get that done in 10 minutes, to be honest with you. I'm out of my cramped shoebox apartment by 6:45 a.m. Sometimes I catch my neighbors returning home from his overnight shift, and if so, I exchange simple pleasantries with him and continue on my way. Today there is no sign of my neighbor, so I don't slow down as I descend the stairs and exit the building. Hitting the convenience store for a can of coffee saps another few minutes from each day. I prefer sweet milk coffees, but every now and then I'm in the mood for rich black coffee. Regardless, I never start the day without it. I don't always need the energy boost, but it helps to stop my stomach growling. It's a milk coffee kind of day, so I pay for my favorite brand and get out of the store in no time. The canned coffee dives into my handbag as I continue on my way. The train station is always busy in the morning, and it's usually a struggle to navigate my way to the correct platform in time for the 7:12 a.m. train. Nothing is today is no different, Jesus Christ. However, I always make it in time, because my routine has been perfected over the last few months. I boarded the train for Shinjuku. A cursory glaze reveals that there is no empty seats, so I push through the throng of bodies and stand against the carriage wall. Whenever there are seats available, I like to sit and read, but it's much more common to have to stand and stare at my phone screen like almost everyone else. When I do read, I read the classics. Stoker, Lovecraft, Poe. Horror, Western horror at that, is my favorite genre. I see. So, that makes sense, kind of. And of course, faithful translations into Japanese are as good as it gets. My English isn't nearly strong enough to read these novels in their original language. If I'm still staring at my phone screen, I like to stalk people online. What? Why? Acquaintances, or the few friends I have, lead such boring lives. What are you doing? They post about the most mundane topics, all day, every day, acting like they'll shrivel up and die unless they get the attention they seek. I found their dull, tedious lives simply fascinating. From behind the safety of a glass veil, I can fulfill my voyeuristic fetishes and consume as much pointless information as I desire. You know, at least she's honest. Knowing every mundane tidbit of people's daily lives turns me on. Wait, what? Let's not get crazy. This morning is the same as any other. I stare down at the phone held in my frail hand. My fingers move on their own accord, scrolling and tapping against the backlit display, pausing, pondering, pouncing on any post or picture that gets my pupils haven't yet consumed. Standing in the train carriage, packed to the gills with people, I can't help but feel my face get flushed and my steamy breath escape my lips. I digest post after post, photo after photo, memorizing the comings and goings of every single person on my noise activity feed. Man, noise controls the world here, it seems. I catch my breath even getting heavier, my gasp becoming short and sharp. Ray went to the dentist yesterday for a root canal. Mizuno shared some photos of her international vacation. Kawahara objects to petting only pets and thinks all animals should be free. My cheeks grow crimson. My chest begins rising and falling quickly. I clutch the collar of my shirt, knuckles whitening, knees shaking. A few people in the carriage started to move away from me, but I barely noticed them. Rightfully so? Excuse me? Like, I would be very concerned. I wouldn't even ask what's wrong. I'd be like, it's none of my business. Let that be a life lesson. Sometimes it's none of your business, and you just you gotta ignore it. My fingers keep scrolling and I hit the jackpot. A new post from a coworker at my office. Tomoe Watanabe. She's a gal girl, the type with a heavy fake tan, bleached blonde hair, and questionable clothes. I hate her, and I love her post. This morning's update reads, I hate and I love her. I can't wait to see what this is about. Tomomo, 3 minutes ago. Just found this corpse girl website. Such fake bull. I can't get over this. Waiting to meet a bitch to try it on. Tomo had just discovered Corpse Girl's website, huh? I felt a slight squeal trying to escape from my throat as my legs threatened to buckle underneath me. I can't take the excitement anymore, and I had to force my phone from my hand and bury it at the bottom of my handbag. Deep breaths, Noriko. Deep breaths. I need to calm down and control myself. Composure is key. I closed my eyes and let a cool breath of air whistle through my slightly parted lips. Feeling a little calmer and no longer ready to explode, I analyzed the information I just read. Tomoe wants to try out Corpse Girl's website. That's good. That's very, very good. Rumor has it that you can visit the website and request the death of somebody you know. Sorry, I had to sneeze. How and if the victim dies isn't known to the public. Because of that, some people are pretty quick to dismiss the site as a hoax. However, the most interesting part isn't how or if the victim dies, but rather what happens to the victim before they die. Supposedly, the victim will receive a photo of their own corpse. How this photo exists before the victim's life is snuffed out and hello? Before the victim's life is snuffed out isn't public knowledge. But the thought of this phenomenon occurring is utterly intriguing. Nevertheless, the site has been gaining popularity lately, at least in certain corners of the internet. Message boards like Noise Channel and other similar sites have picked up on the rumors and like to exaggerate the website's authenticity. The fact that someone like Tomoe, a rather dense, dim-witted individual, has discovered the website means that it's actually more well-known than I previously thought. And this was 3 weeks ago, mind you. I was gonna say, it was like super easy to look that up earlier. Like, at first she had trouble, but she like looked it up in the right way, I guess, and it just popped up just right. More water. It means that people are actually talking about it outside of the internet. Chances are good that Tomoe will want to try it out and request the death of someone in the office, a coworker. Me, perhaps. She hates my guts as much as I hate hers. Finally, something exciting is going to happen in our dull workplace.
The next station is Shinjuku. The doors on the right side will open. Please change here for the Chuo line, the Shonan Shinjuku line, the Saikyo line.
As the automated announcement reads through a list of connecting trail lines, I get ready to disembark. The train pulls to a stop, and I contort my body around the other passengers in an attempt to escape the train. Oh man. Finally free of the tangled mash of flesh, I hasten my pace and navigate through the labyrinth station. I take the exit closest to my office and settle into a slower walk. I'm on time, and I never desired to reach the office any earlier than needed. A woman after my own heart. Okay, we're reaching the office. I think we'll stop there for today. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I love and appreciate every single one of you guys. Really appreciate you guys being here. We'll be back soon with more of this. Oh, excuse me. I'm really trying hard not to sneeze again. So, I'm intrigued so far. Confused a little bit, but intrigued. We'll see where this takes us. I didn't know if she was good. The blonde girl was going to be a focal point in the story or not, but obviously she was not. I mean, this was 3 weeks earlier. Who knows? She still might show up, but as of right now, she is not very important. So, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. I hope to see you guys on the next one. And as always, guys, this has been Obediently Yours, Count Silver, signing off.